Hey, what's up, everybody? The V Club here. This is your latest on the Villain Club, and it's about anything and everything. As you can see here, nothing's off the table. We talk about it all. I'd like to share with you my opinion real quick on my thoughts on this whole, mass deportation, as it's one of the bigger headlines in recent days and the days leading up to the inauguration and his day one mission of Trump carrying out the day one mission of mass deportations. And so, of course, it's going to be sanctuary cities that's going to be the ones that will be targeted first for mass deportation, because these are the ones that coddle to illegals. Doesn't matter if they're all criminals basically, because you come into the border illegally, you're a criminal now, right? You broke the law. And then of course the ones that commit acts of crime, it should be grounds for deportation anyways, because you're a guest in the country in the first place, if you want to call it that. And then you go from there. So anyhow, you can see here Tom Homan revealed his first blue city for mass deportations. Obviously, it's Chicago, because this knucklehead here is a dumbass and being a disservice to Chicago citizens, right? Because again, he's proposing to raise property tax in his most recent budget proposal, which he got some of the people on board of the council there, the aldermans, because they go by aldermans out there. I forget how many there are, but there's a lot of them, right? I don't know. I think there's like 30 some aldermans, and he got almost half of them so far on board with the new recent budget proposal that involves raising property taxes and other fees and things like that. Because the whole thing about Brandon Johnson is that he wants to, maintain things status quo, but also pay off the teachers union, because he supports the teacher union as he was a former teacher. So as long as and of course illegals, because he's getting kicked back with NGO money and all this other money that they're spending towards illegals. He's getting kickbacks from that. So Holman's targeting him to deport them all, or he'll arrest them. Right? He'll just arrest. He's not. Tom Holman's not playing any games. But anyhow, that's that, right? And my whole thing is, look at that. Another headline right there, see? I will prosecute him, right? Border czar issues warning to Chicago mayor. Let's hear this real quick. I want to hear this real quick. See, even Eric Adams came on board. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna board the Tom Holman train here and let you do your thing." You know what I'm saying? He's not stepping in the way of
If
that.
your Chicago mayor doesn't want to help, he can step aside. But if he impedes us, if he knowingly harbors and conceals an illegal alien, I will prosecute him.
There you go.
President-elect Trump's new border czar says mass deportation efforts will begin right here in Chicago and issues a warning to Mayor Johnson.
And that's not all. He had harsh words for others, the mayor, as well as Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Sylvia Perez joins us now with more.
Garbage.
Yeah, his name is Tom
garbage.
Homan, and he's Trump's hand-picked man for border czar. He recently...
Man, Trump, he definitely picked his people, right? Just spot on with all his picks, and he got a dog right there with Tom Holman. So that was a very great pick to carry out the mission. He's for it, and I'm with that too.
spoke at a Northwest Side GOP holiday party that you just saw and told the crowd he plans on verifying the status of asylum seekers and, as you heard, arresting anyone who is found harboring migrants who they are looking for, including Chicago's own mayor. He called out both Johnson and Governor Pritzker, saying he wants to meet with them, but the invitation came with some harsh words.
Chicago's in trouble because your mayor sucks and your governor sucks.
And we spoke with Chicago
that is
Alderman
great.
Ray Lopez, who met with Homan privately. He
There's one
says
of
the
the aldermans.
messaging may have been too harsh, but Pritzker and Johnson should be working with the federal government to deport migrants who are breaking the law.
If you are here and undocumented and trying to go about your business, then let's figure something out. But if you are here choosing to engage in gang activity, murder, drugs, prostitution, human trafficking, or sex crimes against minors, then absolutely, your number has come.
Governor Pritzker's office had this to say about Homan's comments. It is no secret that Illinois will face countless baseless attacks over the next 4 years from the Trump administration. Rather than responding to every ridiculous boast from Trump lackeys, Governor Pritzker is focused on what he was focused on during the first Trump term, leading our state with competence
Pritzker,
instead of chaos. Homan, by the way, was acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement during Trump's first administration and is known as the architect of the Trump administration's zero tolerance policy.
Good shit right there. But yeah, so Pritzker's trash, Brandon Johnson's trash, and the biggest thing that bothered me the other day is I saw a headline the other day, and it was about San Diego and what they voted. They had a board, San Diego County Board, that voted, because they're right there at the border, to protect illegals, right? It was just headlines just the other day here. The county supervisors to deny aid to feds on immigration because they voted, this county supervisor, like a four-person panel, and they said that they voted to be the super sanctuary city, all right? That's what they declared themselves as, super sanctuary, I'm sorry, not city, county, all right? Super sanctuary county. And that they will lead efforts into protecting illegals. Doesn't matter if they committed crime or not. They're going to protect them because they're not about family separation. And it's like, what? What did I just hear? You're going to protect illegals, and because you are promoting, you don't want to have family separation, right? I mean, what kind of shit is that? Whereas the border sheriff plans on ignoring that, right? The sheriff says her office will not change its practices with immigrations, as she says she's going to ignore that and still continue to, cooperate with federal officials, with ICE and all that. So, some crazy shit.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, Farmer
And
Bob and his
let's see
friends
here.
and
Sheriff's
popcorn
office will not
run this
change its
ad
practices.
60% of the time.
They voted 3-1. All right, on this four-person panel.
Great job.
Like, no
Bob.
input from the
To remind you
citizens.
that 60% of sales on Amazon come
You
from
know,
independent
illegal
sellers. Jeff, Will,
immigration's
John, and
out of
Reagan, the
control.
owners of Turtle Box speakers.
Over in San Diego, because they closed off the border in Texas, and I believe they closed off Arizona as well. And so it leads everybody to California because Gavin Newsom's an idiot. Oop. Yeah, so Gavin Newsom's an idiot. And let me go back to this again. I accidentally clicked it off. Yeah, Gavin Newsom's an idiot, and let me click on this here. Hopefully it doesn't run another
To
ad.
remind you that 60% of
Shit.
sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, Farmer.
Some crap. But yeah, so he coddles to the illegals. He has the border wide open. He's giving them everything that you need to live on, right? Oh, we'll give you debit cards. We'll give you medical insurance. We'll give you a place to live. We'll take care of you, right? And Gavin Newsom reinforced that. So it'd be nice to actually see him go away in some handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? Getting arrested by ICE. That'd be, or by this whole process of being in the way. It'd be nice to see Gavin Newsom get arrested. for not cooperating. Because he actually does need to step aside. This is just crap. But at the same time, maybe he needs a wake-up call. And, let's play it now.
Complicated and dangerous for American citizens. The Diego County Board of Supervisors will vote on a measure to block police from working with federal immigration enforcement. That means that those people just get to stay here and fan out all across the country. Many of them, we know, have criminal backgrounds. We don't do the vetting, though. We find out after they break laws here. Complicated and dangerous for American citizens.
It's plain stupid.
The resolution says the county shall not provide assistance or cooperation to ICE in its civil immigration enforcement efforts.
Now,
So
did
that's the
they?
setup as Trump's coming in. Jim.
Now, did they ask the people about that? Hey, what do you guys think? Did they ask their own citizens about that? No. All right. So these San Diego soft ass piece of shit people. All right. Well, not people, but the officials, the panel that voted for it. To block ICE cooperation to protect because they want to promote to not separate families. Get the fuck out of here,
Desmond, San
he
Diego
was
County
one that
Supervisor.
voted
Great
against
to
it.
have you today,
He was the only
Supervisor
one that
Desmond.
said
Tell me
no.
this. How bad is this to do right now? To block the help of getting people out of the country we know need to leave?
Well, this is just doubling down on the sanctuary city, or in our case, sanctuary state issue here. And what we're talking about is we're dealing with people that they're here illegally, and they've already
Gavin
been
Newsom
convicted
needs to get arrested.
of a crime, and they're in our jails. And what's being blocked or attempt to be blocked is we could right now for serious crimes, felonies, we are able to contact ICE and let them know, hey, this person's in our jail or they're about to get out of jail. They can come in, they can interview, they can figure out the seriousness of the crime, do a background check on them, which should have been done at the border.
Right.
But that is going to be hindered. We know what's being proposed is we in San Diego County no longer have that direct access between law enforcement and ICE to come in for the criminals that are already in our jails.
Is that a danger to the citizens of your county?
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely, by putting in, more bureaucracy to between local law enforcement. Yes, absolutely, because these people may never now be interviewed by ICE or to be deported by ICE, and then they're back in our neighborhoods.
So is this all about Trump?
I think so. I think this is a knee-jerk reaction to Trump, and even with Newsom trying to double down on, trying to Trump-proof the state.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my colleagues here in San Diego County are trying to do the same thing, and I'm hoping to stop it.
So I'm curious, what's that conversation like? These are your colleagues next door. You all get together. I mean, I thought it was to protect the people, national security. That's the goal. What's their goal?
To protect the people, the illegal immigrants that are here.
Why?
They say it's about breaking up families. Well, if these people hadn't committed the crimes, we wouldn't be in this place. So it's more about criminals and making sure we deport criminals that, particularly for the heinous crimes. This is not for petty crimes. This is for violence.
And the thing too is that they are promoting family, in terms of keeping families intact, right? By sending them all back. So, if there's a criminal that needs to be deported and they have family connected to them, they're not going to separate the families. They're just going to send them all back. I'm with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
For felonies and other violations, use of firearms and things like that.
In California, you're surrounded by Democrats, so I'm sure you're having these conversations all the time. So Trump wants to handle this two ways. He's not going to separate families. He said if they're all here illegally, everybody goes back together.
Yeah.
He'll do the job that the current Secretary of DHS won't. He'll find children. That's what his incoming border czar wants to do. Find those missing 300,000 children. So they will be deported in some cases with family. The other thing is to make a deal on dreamers in this country. Your last quick word.
Well, I want to make sure that we focus first on the criminals. We want to make sure that these felony criminals.
Yeah, one step at a time. I'm with that too.
Country, especially if they're already
one step at a time.
They should be deported first.
Get the deportations going.
Later, but get the criminals.
Send them all out.
All right.
And then work on things step by step. I'm with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, some good shit right there. But yeah, so this San Diego, county bullshit. All right, it's stupid. It's just plain stupid. All right, and I'm not with that. I saw that and I was outraged because it's like they're doubling down like what that official said, and it's like for what? Because of Trump? Because you want to protect families? It's like no, well they're all illegal anyways. Send them all back. It's so easy. Plus, it'll be great for the budget, all right? Because you're not, setting aside money to pay for these people anymore that they shouldn't be doing in the first place. We wouldn't be in a deficit in the first place because of all this bullshit, right? So, yeah, something needs to change. And when this time comes, I can't wait to see them either back off or get arrested for standing in the way. All these Democrat fools that they're trying to come in and act like they're, acting tough and all that. And then once federal people step in and say, hey, are you with us? You're against us. All right, you're against us because you want to coddle to the illegals. All right, cool. You're going to get arrested and put away too. All right, we don't need bullshit like this. And I'm glad that the sheriff is defying, all right, the new policies and all that because it's just simply not right. Plus, to me in general, federal will always supersede state and county anyways. So I'm with that. We'll see what happens here. I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts on all that. They're a super sanctuary county. Get the fuck out of here. All right, straight garbage. All right, they're soft, and people like them are the reasons why we have these problems in the first place. Not only in the United States, but especially in California. And Gavin Newsom, is like the snakehead, right? We need to go straight to the head when it comes to, really stopping everything. And I want to see Gavin get in the way of this and get him taken away in handcuffs. That's what we need to see. But anyhow, I just want to share that with you guys. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. I keep it short and sweet today. And subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you next one.